What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics, and today we got a reaction to the top 10 great short alternative rock songs brought to us by a friend, longtime supporter and patron of the channel, Slade Said. Thank you, Slade Said. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you'd like to support us in any way, check out that Patreon link below or patron link on the end screen. We could not do it without him. Slade Said always amazes me with his creativity, and this is no exception. He said, for my October top 10 list, it's October of 2024 when I'm filming this, I decided to do a list of 10 great short alternative rock songs where the length should be 2 minutes or less. This, therefore, will probably be the shortest top 10 you've ever done, by far. He says, now, when you listen to a very short song, you can either be pretty happy that it's so short because you don't really like the song, and so thankfully it's almost over before it started, or it could be just the perfect length for a good song that really doesn't have the depth or variation to continue for much longer without overstaying its welcome. Or you can be unsatisfied since the song seemed to be building up to something greater before just ending, or the song in itself was great. It could easily have had a second or third repeating of the verse or chorus line. The 10 songs I've found all should be one of the two latter options. In order to keep it as short as the songs themselves, let's not waste any more time on this intro and get into the songs. So this is the part where I normally tell you the music won't be in this video. It's going to be at that Vimeo link below. And if you see a Vimeo link below where this video is really short, then it got blocked. But I'm going to try to upload this with all the music, and hopefully it won't get blocked. But if it does, check out that Vimeo link below. Let's go to number 10. You see it below. They May Be Giants, Dig My Grave. So I said the first song on our list clocks in at just about 1 minute, and just above 1 minute, and is the shortest song on the list. It's by the somewhat goofy alternative rock band They Might Be Giants. It was the leadoff track from their album Apollo 18, which is their fourth studio album, which along with the debut is arguably their best album. All right, I'm going to have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, Slade Said. You're going to have to be watching as a listener. I'm going to have to be watching as a reactor to the lyrics, everything that's going on. Not much in this song, really, so I think it's just the right length. I'm going to kind of give that little report card on each one because it's just Dig My Grave with two different lines. Every time I look in your eyes, I see St. Peter wave. Every time you call my name, I hear the angel say, Dig My Grave. Great guitar work on here, and just right. It also leads the album off, which is an interesting choice. Now we go to number 9, Starlight Men, the song Submarine 3. From the album The Dreams That Stuff Was Made Of in 2000. Our next selection on the list, like I said, is another band that wasn't too serious all the time either. The Starlight Men from Oklahoma released 4 albums between 2000 and 2009, which are all pretty good. My favorites are Debut, and one of their most streamed songs is the lead-off track of that album, which is our pick here. It just manages to stay below 2 minutes. That's a magic number, remember.
Me rolling around, frog on my hand, holy Shazam, I see
did a little trickery there, Spotify, to get us to not roll to the next song. A well done song. And, you know, the first 21 seconds of this song, it's a minute 59, was an instrumental buildup, but it felt like a entire song, right? It didn't feel too short. It felt like a real song. So I think this one was just right. But you didn't really like feel the song was 2 minutes, or I didn't, because I thought it just did a really good job of being a complete song. Next up, we got the legendary Soundgarden, Kickstand, off their album Super Unknown, their fourth studio album in 1994. So it said for our third pick, we move up on the popularity scale with Soundgarden, who I expect all viewers, or almost all on this channel, to be familiar with. Their best album, in my opinion, is this one, and I believe that's a general opinion as well. On that album, there's a good short song, obviously. It's not the best song on this fantastic album that includes Fell on Black Days, the iconic Black Hole Sun, Spoon Man, and The Day I Try to Live, to name a few, but it's still a very solid track. I found it was the first song recorded for the album. Kickstand. When I researched this song, you know, people had these different theories. I didn't see this theory, but this is what it seems like to me. It seems like it's a song about hooking up. I'll leave it kind of at that. Chris Cornell, the lead singer of Soundgarden, I think one of the greatest voices in music history, not grunge music or rock music history, and music history, just unbelievable. Go check out more stuff from him. He's fantastic. This album's fantastic. All right, I told you to be quick. We're already into number 7, Thin White Rope, the napkin song off the album Sackful of Silver in 1990. Their fourth. Most of these albums are the third or fourth of these artists. It's kind of strange. So like I said, we move back to obscurity for our next band, with Thin White Rope being picked with their great short song, the Napkin Song, which I definitely feel belongs in the category of short songs that could evolve into something more before it stops. I thought that the Soundgarden song was just right as well. The first 3 songs are just right. So let's see where we weigh in on this one.
Out eating burgers in a friend's car, each paper napkin has a happy star. Deep in the trash can, they begin to sing. See what a life of innocence brings. These things don't make me sad today. There comes a time when everyone's plans fall like a dog from a truck with grass. They fall like red snow on the freeway. Could have done all these things you said. Maybe I could have loved you, but I pretend I'm above it now. Into the window, night bugs crawling, dead man's clothes in the closet calling. Why didn't you write me before I died? I would've, but I don't know what to say to my best friends.
All right, Napkin Song, Thin White Rope. Slade says exactly right on this one. This one could have been longer. I think we needed not one more verse, but 2 more verses. because he's just talking about life kind of ending and bad things happening, and how that's kind of the cycle of life. So we needed a little more. I feel like we just kind of got to the point of the song and then it ended, but it definitely left you wanting more. And I've got a top 10 that Slade said brought back in May for Thin White Rope. So go check that one out after this. Just type it in the box above, Thin White Rope. You're going to see it. Next up at number 6, we got Husker Du, Never Talking to You Again, from the album Zen Arcade in 1984, their second studio album. With Zen Arcade, Husker Du suddenly turned out to be a band that didn't just rely on speed noise, but could be melodic and even acoustic. And this was shown no more than on this bitter Grant Hart song, Never Talking to You Again. We've got a ton of Husker Du and Grant Hart and Bob Mould and these things because Slade said's a huge fan of them. So look at that up above. But ironically enough, I listened to this album 2 days ago because Trey and I are going to do a top 100 albums of all time towards the end of this year that we're going to put up. And so I'm listening to it, going back and listening to a ton of albums. This song, and it's a long album, it's the third track on the album, actually stood out to me like big time. So it's funny that Slade said is bringing it right now.
There are things that I'd like to say, but I'm never talking to you again. There's things I'd like to pray somewhere, but I'm never talking to you again. I'm never talking to you again. I'm never talking to you. I'm tired of wasting all my time trying to talk to you. I put you down where you belong, but I'm never talking to you again. I show you everywhere you're wrong, but I'm never talking to you again. I'm never talking to you again. I'm never talking to you. I'm tired of wasting all my time trying to talk to you. Talking to you. I'm never talking to you again. I'm never talking to you. I'm tired of wasting all my time trying to talk to you.
Never Talking to You Again. It's interesting. I see some people call this a ballad. And I mean, it's got ballad type tendencies to it. It's melodic. It's got some harmonies in there. But the frantic pace of the acoustic kind of makes it not a ballad to me. Just a quieter song, especially in their discography. But fantastic, right? Because that acoustic drives Grant through the lyrics, right? And the vocals. This is a fantastic song, and I'm going to say it's just right, and here's why. Because when I heard this song in the context of the album, I didn't realize it was under 2 minutes long. It just seemed fantastic. It's basically a kiss off to an ex, right? So it fits. I mean, in the grand story of the album, it's probably a kiss off to his parents because he came from a bad home in the album. But, we all listen to this as a one-off and go, I could think of somebody that maybe could go to. I'm never going to talk to you, and I could tell you all these things, but I'm just going to stay away from you. So great choice at number 6. All right, move to the top half of this list. We got the White Stripes. Fell in love with the girl from the album White Blood Cells in 2001, their third. Slade said the White Stripes and Soundgarden are probably the most famous bands artists on this top 10 for sure. And this song is high on the list when Googling best short song. It even tops some lists I've found. It's indeed a great short up-tempo rock song in typical White Stripes style. And more than 275 million streams. It's the second most streamed song by the band on Spotify, surpassed only, of course, by the iconic 7 Nation Army. So not exactly a hidden gem. I found that the video was Pitchfork's best video of that decade.
Consider it cheating now. We're here with a call. Mellow roll for the flavor and the eyes will beat me. Can't keep away from the girl. Still sides of my brain need to have a meeting. Can't think of anything to do. Yeah, my left brain knows that our love is fleeting. She just looking for something new. Yeah, said it was before. repeating now.
All right, fell in love with a girl. I got to tell you, I've never heard this song because it's kind of when I'd fallen out of popular music around this time and really wasn't listening to a lot. Jack and Meg definitely make it have a White Stripes sound to this one. And it feels like a totally complete song to me because Jack paces it super well. I mean, it's got everything. It's got verse 1, verse 2, refrain, hook, refrain, verse 1, repeat it again, hook, refrain. I mean, this is a complete song. He gets through all of it. He's just going to let this girl cheat on him because it doesn't matter because she's kind of in love with the world. So he sees it pointless to try to keep her faithful is what I got out of it. Next up, number 4, we got Frank Black, Thalassocracy from the album Teenager of the Year in 1994, second studio album. So it said Frank Black, a.k.a. Black Francis, is the leader of Pixies. And after the band's breakup and before the reunion, he released 18, I was shocked by this, studio albums. So actually he's been much more prolific as a solo artist than with Pixies. But still he's more famous, of course, for his work with Pixies. I also think the first run with Pixies was the best he ever did. Although the first 2 solo albums, plus a couple later, with backing band The Catholics, are very good as well. The song here, Thalassocracy, a great song title I look forward to hearing you pronounce because I might have a little trouble with some of these difficult words at times, but yes, I did listen to how to pronounce it several times. It's taken from his second solo album, Teenager of the Year. On a side note, I just saw a fun fact. On Spotify, there's often an artist recommendation by the artists themselves for an album or a song. It's typically the new release, but given that Frank Black / Black Francis hasn't released solo material in a decade or so, instead the album, this one, Teenager of the Year, is highlighted with the comment, the best album Pixies never made. So I guess he also rates it highway. I got a little bonus coverage for it. A thalassocracy is a polity that has power over the seas, be it a seaborne empire, which has very little presence inland, like many Mediterranean civilizations throughout history, or states which derive their power from the sea, like the European empires during the age of exploration. In the context of the song, the meaning's a bit more obscure. The thalassocracy in question seems not to be any kind of human naval supremacy, but rather the power of the seas himself. Frank described this song in the album press kit as, quote, as being about under the sea where angry beings think their thoughts, and later in an online chat in 1999 as being about humankind, Earth Gaia theory, stuff like that. I don't know what Earth Gaia theory is, but I said that word many times. Let's do it.
It isn't so great since you learned karate. Chop, 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 chop. You're walking marks and I'm just swimming in the slot, 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 slot. You wave, you want and lean. Make me dance, flip, flop, flip, flop, flip. I want to sing for you and make your head go pop, 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 pop. In the red man and not so much a Caesar. And vision sing. A spin in the windy and I'm just pissing out, pop, 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 pop. I'm literally deaf down here, but you can feel the soft, 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 softly. Can you hear me through the sucking of your quack, 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 quack? I'm thalassocracy and you're just roaming out, pop, pop. The inner wig man and not so much a Caesar and provision.
Thalassocracy. I mean, I guess it's the perfect length. I kind of forgot on the last few songs to talk about that. Everything's kind of seems like the perfect length unless I say otherwise. I mean, it could have been longer, but I mean, he had time for a 17-second guitar solo at the end. So, I mean, I guess Frank was done. So, yeah, it's a good song, man. Super catchy. Driving. Could have went much longer. Except for number 3, we got Squirrel Flower, Full-Time Job from the album Tomorrow's Fire in 2023, 4th studio album. Last year, Slate said Squirrel Flower, real name Ella O'Connor Williams, released one of the best albums of the year, and one of the standouts was the single, this one, Full-Time Job, which stays just below 2 minutes and thus qualifies to be on the list. Number 3.
Taking it easy is a full-time job, one I'm tired of, one I'm tired of. Doing my best taste is a full-time job, but it doesn't pay the rent. No, it doesn't pay the rent. No, it doesn't pay. Never wanted to be someone's wife. Give up my whole life. Give up my whole life. So I try to be brave in the crowd, but I'm on my knees now. Yeah, I'm on my knees now. Yeah, I'm on my knees now.
Full-time job, almost 2 minutes long. I mean, she's talking about, not wanting to be someone's wife. She's best at just taking it easy, but that doesn't pay the rent. But by the fourth verse, she's kind of in trouble and she realizes it. So you've got 4 verses, but this song could have been much longer. Like the guitar work on here is fantastic. And they really did, this is a very tight album because she plays the guitar and the bass. And then Alex Farrer, who is the co-producer with her, the engineer, he's also playing guitar on here and keyboards and drums. And then MJ Linderman jumps in on the guitar on this. So there's 3 guitars in here and you can kind of hear that in here. But I mean, this is a fantastic song. It definitely needed to be longer. All right, we've already heard from one member of this band on this list, but we got Pixies, Allison from the album Bossa Nova in 1990, their 3rd album. Slade said, when I thought of making this list, Pixies was one of the first bands I thought of as they made a good number of great short songs, and I could easily have picked more than one by them, but I decided to restrict myself to one song by each artist. Allison is a great up-tempo rock song that has the perfect length, and yet I would have loved if it was longer. And I found the 3rd of 4 songs titled after names in Bossa Nova was originally about a girl called Allison. However, as Black Francis stated in an interview with Q Magazine in September of 1990, Elvis Costello already had a song called Allison, of course, from his debut, My Aim Is True, which is up on Patreon. If you're a Patreon subscriber, it's an exclusive Patreon reaction. That's pretty much the same reason Francis changed the name of Valoria from the original Victoria. But instead of changing the name on this one, he decided to change the subject, and the song was rewritten entirely to be about jazz pianist Mose Allison.
From the distant star to this year ball, the me, the you, where are we now? Hooray, the blues of everyone. Allison keeps a smile around the world. He took no fright and jettisoned. We'll go tonight to hear him tell. Oh, well.
A great Pixies sound on here, and obviously this song could have been longer. It's 1:18 seconds. It definitely could have been longer. Here we go, number 1 on Slade's Head's top 10 great short alternative rock songs. We got No Means No, 2 Lips, 2 Lungs, and 1 Tongue from the album Wrong in 1989, their 4th album. So it's Canada's Nomeans No's best album, Wrong, is finally back on Spotify after only a compilation and a live album was available there for many years. I believe it's a plan to make all their studio albums available again moving forward as the record label Alternative Tentacles owned by Jello Biafra, re-release all their albums one by one. On Wrong, we find the short song Two Lips, Two Lungs, and One Tongue, which is not only a great punk rock song, true, but also includes, now this is a statement, includes the best and most complex guitar solo ever recorded. Maybe not true. I'll let you decide. That's quite a statement, especially for a short song.
Songs can be sung with two lips, two lungs, and one tongue.
All right, nomeansno, Two Lips, Two Lungs, and One Tongue. I think the song it's about communication. I don't know if it's communication with everyone or maybe communication with someone you're in a relationship with, which seems more plausible. Fantastic guitar work on here. You know, it's a punk song. It's really, really quickly paced. Because all these songs are not necessarily quickly paced, even though they're short. This needs to be kind of said. Most of them are not quickly paced, you know, any more so than a normally paced song. But the guitar solo, obviously, some tongue-in-cheek there from Slade said, like the most simple guitar solo you could get, even though the guitar in here is fantastic during the song. So great choice for number one. Now we'll come to my favorites. I liked every single song on here, as I usually do with Slade Said's top 10s. First of all, kudos to him, because to put this kind of list together, man, he has so much musical knowledge. I say that all the time. Like, he puts these lists together that not many could. But, you know, and you really had to pay attention. Kept me on my toes. I super enjoyed it. Honorable mentions, Thin White Rope, The Napkin Song, Frank Black. I want to say it again, Thalassocracy. Let's go. And faves are going to be Husker Du, Never Talking to You Again. Almost my favorite on here, but not quite. Pixies, Allison. This last song, No Means No, Two Lips, Two Lungs, and One Tongue. And for me, by far the best song on here, even though all these songs were good, was Squirrel Flower, Full-Time Job. Let me know what you think of these songs down below. And if you think you can come up with a few songs to add to this list, let me know what they are. Thanks again to Slade Said. Until next time, guys, I will see you.